guys, hi everyone. I hope you're all keeping well, guys. So welcome back to my channel. And yeah, I bring again another farm vlog, guys. And today it's a different video. I know I bring most of the vlogs either farming, digging, weeding, planting. So today, guys, I get to show you a little bit of me picking some of my produce that I have planted. And yeah, I'm picking up some of my own grown vegetables, some onions, because I want to prep a meal for the family. Guys, it's so exciting to be able to finally be self-sustenance. This is what I was dreaming of doing. So I also passed by the local butcher and got myself a leg of lamb or goat, if you will, as they call it as here. So preparing the grill, guys, because we're going to be grilling this. In the local language, we call it nyama choma. Yeah, so I'm going to be grilling a leg of lamb, a leg of goat over the fire. So this lamb was so yummy, guys. It was juicy, it was tasty. And of course, what is a lamb without a little bit of marinating or garnishing? So I decided to just cut a little bit of the leg of goat, and I don't know why they call it goat. So guys, sometimes you're going to hear me say goat or lamb, but yeah, it's sheep, but they cut the tail and then they call it goat, you know, the Maasai's. So I decided to insert some garlics in so that I can enhance the flavor of the meat, guys. But I'll tell you these Maasai goats, these goats from these semi-arid areas, they are very tasty. They're already feeding on herbs, guys, so they're already marinated, if you will. You don't even have to put so much on your meat. You roast it up and it is yummy. Yeah, I also added a little bit of after putting the salt, the garlic, I did of course smear some oil so that we can bring it up to a nice juicy piece of meat once it's roasted. And voila, the fire is ready and the meat is there. And so guys, I'll be accompanying this meat with some potatoes and green bananas that you've seen me putting there over the fire very briefly. And another accompaniment, guys, that I'm going to be going with is assorted vegetables. So here I do have the white onions, the red onions, the tomatoes, the green capsicum, and the is there anything else that is there? And then of course I'm putting in over some paprika, some little bit of chili, some red onion powder, and some garlic powder, and of course some oil so that I can bring it to roast. And I will be roasting these vegetables over a skillet. Not forgetting the leg of lamb, guys. Everything is working out fine. As you can see, the fire is amazing. And so this is one of our outdoor cooking because the weather is amazing here, just with family. These are the times I was looking forward to, guys. You can see the glow of the sun and you can see how lovely the weather is. It's a nice soft evening sun that is just soft on the skin. Yeah, amazing. You can see the wind is blowing. It's just a magical time, guys, with family, just roasting the meat, cooking out, sharing, having fun. And of course, we've been working very a bit hard lately, planting, digging, and of course prepping, and yeah, prepping the land, so we deserve something relaxing or rather something that tantalizes our taste buds. And we thought maybe some meat, some goat meat would do. We do love goat meat, nyama choma. Sorry guys, the video is a bit too fast. I'm still learning to video and to make vlogs, guys, so it's not something easy as I've come to learn. Look at that. Yeah, we had to roast it in all angles so that meat is going to be like cooked all over. And of course I'm just putting some oils so that we can also fry the vegetables, the green vegetables that you saw me picking from the garden. Guys, the idea was to be self-sustainant, and this is happening, and it's a dream come true, guys. There's nothing as beautiful as having a little garden, even if it's just a small garden, even if you have to plant on your containers, but you have some food for yourself. It's brilliant. I'm still trying to get the name of that vegetable, and I will let you know one day. So these are the green bananas and the potatoes that were boiling, guys. So I'm going to bring them to a mash, and I did not fry them, I just boiled them. And then I'm going to now roast on the side there, as you're going to see, the leafy onions, yeah, the spring onions, the two types of spring onions. And I'm going to add the water that I removed from the boil of the mash of the boil of the green bananas and the potatoes. I'm going to put a little bit there with the onions so that it can just boil a little bit, because I will be mixing that with the mash to bring up more flavor. Okay, and of course to make it a little bit colorful, right? So I'm not cooking the onions too much, guys. Just a little bit, you know, to soften them, and then put back that water. That is the one that was boiling the potatoes with. Yeah, guys, I was 1 minute I was dipping the mash in the onions, and I realized, what are you doing? Just put the onions over the mash. Is much easier. So don't mind me. And so I'm just going to mash them, and you can see it kind of gives a nice texture, and it looks as if it has vegetables, but really, guys, is the spring onions. Amazing. And yeah, so everything is set. That was a quick one of the vegetables, guys. Just bear, we didn't have enough, you know, spacing out there, and we are very novice at videoing. So those are the vegetables all roasted, and the mash, of course. Yummy, guys. If I tell you this meal was yummy and fresh and natural, organic, it was amazing. Yeah, so of course, and then cutting that organic leg of lamb, of goat lamb, if you will. Yeah, I know, it kind of trying to figure out how to do it. And so this meat was tender, it was juicy, it was not dry, guys. And then the garlics that are inserted on the meat, do you remember that garlic? It was a all game changer, honestly. Like, okay, I don't mind really this goat without any, you know, extras, but it was worth it. It gave an added kind of depth to the meat. These desert goats or sheep, because they eat dry herbs and herbs, you know, herbs of the desert, they are so tasty. But again, adding that garlic was a game changer. I loved it. I loved it. So guys, I know today I decided to bring for you a cooking vlog. I don't know if there's something that you like to watch me do in the farm, like outdoor cooking or things like that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to bring more of the cooking videos, and I will be sharing with you from time to time, because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what to bring. I know I'm always bringing the progress of my farm and everything, but if you want me to also bring more of my cooking videos like you have seen on this vlog, you just let me know in the comments below, and I then can be sharing with you from time to time. I do love to cook, and outdoor cooking is one of my favorite things to do. Look at that, guys. That was yummy. That was amazing. Yeah, and so we cut the bits of meat. You can see it looks like medium rare, guys. So it was such a good platter. Don't mind the mess, you know. I was cutting the meat, and yeah, it's okay. That was look at that. It was so juicy, so tasty, so yummy. We enjoyed it, and we had our yeah, and so we had our meal outside, you know, by the evening sunset. And that's my daughter and myself. So I'm giving her a taste of the meat, and you can see she's going to like be shaking because it's so yummy and tender. And that's me taking a bite there of everything. For me, I took a bite of the meat, the vegetables, the mash, because that plate was wholesome. It was so yummy, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and thank you so much for following us, and have a good time. Bye. Bye bye.